Good evening and welcome to the annual meeting of Redstone Federal Credit Union. We would like to introduce you to the executive staff, your volunteer board of directors, and committee members that successfully led your financial cooperative through the past year. Members of the executive staff are Mr. Joseph H. Newberry, Ms. Terry Bentley, Mr. Wayne Cisco, Ms. Jan Bias, Ms. Yvette M. Banks, Ms. Erica Gorman, Mr. Mike Rogers, Ms. Wendy Edmonds, Mr. Keith Green, Mr. Joel Gusky, Mr. Kevin Hall, Mr. Jonathan Kirby, Ms. Diana McCafferty, Mr. Mike Panesi, Ms. Tara Perez, Mr. Mitch Peters, Mr. Raj Prasad, Mr. Stephen Simpson, Ms. Lisa Witt. The members of your volunteer board of directors at Redstone Federal Credit Union are Mr. Dave Hargrove, Ms. Dawn Stanley, Mr. Richard L. Morris, Mr. Steve Fisher, Mr. William Andrews, Ms. Charlene Brueggemann, Mr. Rick Hempstead, Ms. Kathleen Leonard, Mr. Charlie Miller. In addition, we have volunteer committee members who graciously give of their time to serve at Redstone Federal Credit Union. Your committee members are Ms. Linda Bryant, Ms. Sue Clark, Mr. Rick Korn, Mr. Paul Finley, Mr. Jeff Gromberg, Mr. Samir Kakar, Mr. Willie Love, Mr. Craig Naudane, Ms. Georgia Fowlery. Thank you to all of our volunteers for your leadership, wisdom, and knowledge. Please join us as the national anthem is presented. Welcome to tonight's event, the annual meeting of Redstone Federal Credit Union. Please note that this meeting is being recorded. Members attending virtually are in watch and listen only mode and can participate using the raise hand tool to make and second motions and the polling feature for voting. Now to preside over our annual meeting, please welcome the Chair of the Board of Directors of Redstone Federal Credit Union, Mr. Dave Hargrove.
Well, good evening. On behalf of your volunteer board of directors, we want to welcome you to the 2024 annual membership meeting of Redstone Federal Credit Union. I hereby call to order the 2024 annual meeting. Article 4, Section 5 of the bylaws specifies that 15 members shall constitute a quorum at an annual meeting, and I declare a quorum present, and I appoint Mr. Howard Grisham as parliamentarian for this annual meeting again. He'll oversee our rules of order and procedures. And copies of the minutes of the 2023 annual meeting, as well as our annual report, were sent via email to all registered attendees prior to tonight's meeting. Our board secretary, Mr. Richard Morris, is prepared to present the minutes from last year's meeting, unless we have a motion to accept the minutes as written. Do I hear a motion? and a second to approve the minutes as well as the 2023 annual report. We have a motion and a second. For members attending virtually, we'll send you a poll. When you see it appear on your screen, select yes or no, and then submit. And while we're waiting on the virtual audience to vote, for members attending in person, if you're in favor of this motion, say aye. All those opposed? A majority of the attendees have responded. The motion is carried. Thank you very much. Last July, the Board of Directors appointed a nominating committee to nominate 4 candidates for the 2024 vacancies. Nominees chosen by the nominating committee include Ms. Charlene Brueggemann, Ms. Kathleen Leonard, Mr. Willie Love, each for 3-year terms, and Mr. Rick Hempstead for a 2-year term. In compliance with our bylaw requirements, the nominating committee filed its report. A notice was posted to the website in October explaining the procedures for nominating by petition, as well as other pertinent information. And there were no nominations submitted by petition. And since there were no nominees, I hereby declare that the aforementioned 4 nominees are elected by acclamation. Congratulations to these 4 fine volunteers. As chair of the board of directors, it's my pleasure again to welcome you to this annual meeting. Your volunteer board thanks you for your membership. We appreciate the confidence you place in us. Our board and committee members oversee the fiduciary and regulatory responsibilities of the credit union, and we work together with the executive team to provide top-tier products and services to benefit our members. As a financial cooperative, your credit union works best when we all work together. We encourage you to take the time to review the extensive benefits you have as a member, and when you utilize them, it makes the entire cooperative stronger. Tonight, we welcome 2 new board members, and we say goodbye to a longtime member. We mentioned Rick Hempstead earlier. He joined our board in the spring of 2023, and he's already making an impact as a certified public accountant, bringing more than 30 years of experience in finances to the board. Willie Love was voted a new member of the board of directors this evening. However, he's no stranger to the credit union. He's been serving on various credit union committees since 2014. And we also announced the retirement of Charlie Miller, who leaves our board after 36 years of credit union service. He was named Volunteer of the Year last year by the League of Southeastern Credit Unions and Affiliates for his dedication to veteran causes. And he knows firsthand about the military and veterans' needs after serving 30 years in the U.S. Army. He's been a steadying force at Redstone, and we will miss his wisdom, his kindness, and his enthusiasm for serving others. Thank you, Charlie. The credit union philosophy of people helping people is at the heart of everything we do, and we're proud of this cooperative and its members. And our president and CEO, Joe Newberry, will now give you a glimpse of the many ways we help our members, our families, and our communities reach their financial dreams. And now I'm going to turn the floor over to Mr. Newberry for remarks and to address some new business this evening. Joe?
Thank you, Dave. And thank you all for attending tonight's annual meeting of your financial cooperative, Redstone Federal Credit Union. And thank you for putting your trust in us. Redstone Federal Credit Union is making an impact in our multi-state footprint with our big vision. We are well known for going above and beyond for exceeding expectations again and again for the communities we serve. And last year was no exception. Redstone operates with the clear goal to live brighter. And it's certainly doing that throughout northern Alabama and middle Tennessee. Let's take a few moments to watch a short video highlighting what I mean.
Hey, Sarah here. Usually we're inside when talking about Redstone Federal Credit Union, and I'll see you there shortly. But right now, we're out and about. That's because Redstone's not just about being in a branch, though we do have many convenient locations across northern Alabama and middle Tennessee. Redstone's about improving our communities. And that can be anywhere we serve, from the bigger cities to smaller towns, or right in your neighborhoods. You're probably like me and try and help people when you can. Even something little like walking my elderly neighbor's dog helps so much. Now imagine Redstone doing this on a huge scale. Our vision is to help our members, their families, and our communities realize their financial dreams. How much? Well, check this out. First, we love giving back to our members. In fact, last year we gave back more than $34 million. And we also love investing in our communities. More than $1.1 million was shared with schools and nonprofits. We'll also reach $1 million in scholarship awards this year. And how about our employees? They gave more than $320,000 to United Way from their own pockets. That's the highest dollar amount we've ever raised. How long has it been since you were in school? It's been a while for me, but Redstone's right at home in the classroom. In fact, we opened a new high school branch in Scottsboro, with another one coming this year in Rutherford County. We're also celebrating big 5-year anniversaries for the Calhoun and Alabama A&M branches. These school branches are literally changing lives. There's someone you should meet.
I'm Trevor Pearson. I started out with Redstone back at the Hartselle High School branch, the second year that they ever had that opened. Hartselle High School branch was the guinea pig for all of the school branches. Started out there as a student teller. That was just an open door, an open experience, perfectly set up for the path I was on. I've been able to continue on my journey as an MSR and progress my knowledge of the credit union and how we operate. To think that this was going to end up being a multi-year career for me, it was out of the cards. I had no idea that was going to lead me down this path. Couldn't be happier.
What a great story. But we're taking financial education a step further. Redstone has been instrumental in developing Alabama's new Financial Literacy Act. In fact, our manager of financial education, Jonathan Fowler, is playing a role in helping to build the curriculum. And we've started mentorship and internship programs right here with the Alabama School of Cyber Technology and Engineering, working with them to help students meet graduation requirements. As the first high school in the nation with curriculum that is built exclusively around cyber technology and engineering, Redstone's a big part of that.
Redstone Federal Credit Union was actually our very first partner in education. They really helped us get this school on the map.
Because this is the first in the nation to integrate cyber into the engineering life cycle, we wanted to make sure that all of our students looked at fields across the spectrum. And so with Redstone, the cyber infusion was easy. Cyber and engineering crosses all fields. And so when you're talking about the banking industry, they got a chance to really see it.
And because of Redstone Federal Credit Union, very soon, very quickly, other industry partners signed on, and before you knew it, we had an entire 26-acre campus.
And choosing them to be one of our premier sponsors for mentorship and internship, it was a no-brainer. The kids are loving it.
Redstone's involved in our communities in lots of other ways too. From our long-term partnerships with Free to Teach or the Huntsville Hospital Foundation to nearly 700 sponsorships and 50 events, we're helping great organizations all over the area. And we're doing things you might not know about, like showing our appreciation to first responders, programs with the Boys and Girls Clubs of North Alabama, and our Adopt a School partnership with Title I schools, which have been happening since 2017. We love when we see other people help too. That's why we highlighted Community Champions last year, recognizing those members who gave their time, resources, and passion to help others.
My name is L.C. Smith, Executive Director of Real Fathers Making a Difference. We really work with young men who have absentee fathers. The goal is to provide them the support that they need from a male perspective. I have alumni tell us that, if it wasn't for this program, I probably would be, locked up in jail, maybe not even have a career. That really makes a difference when it comes to being a part of society, because now these young men have become an asset to society and not a hindrance, and they could have been on the path of not being a positive force in the community. The way that I came up, my family dynamics, growing up without having a father presence, just lost my grandfather who raised me. I realized how much he impacted my life, how much I would not know if it wasn't for him. If I can make a difference in the lives of that family, I know the difference that it can make in that young man's life.
And that's just one story. Great work from great people. And we'll be looking for more community champions in 2024. If there's a hero you'd like to see us recognize, let us know. Redstone's goal is always to live brighter. And we're glad we've had so much help making that happen this year and in the years to come.
I'm simply amazed about what can happen in our communities from the trust built between financial institutions like ours and the amazing people who live here. Your cooperative continues to operate in a safe and sound manner. Redstone Federal Credit Union has been designated as the best of our credit union and has received a 5-star rating continually since 1996. In addition, our net worth level remains well above the National Credit Union Administration's definition of well capitalized, further evidence of a strong, efficiently run institution. This allows us to continue to give back to our members through the high deposit rates such as 5.41% CD from August through January. With a Brighter Day savings account with a rate 19 times that national savings average. Enhanced rewards on Visa signature card, as well as other competitive rates and member benefits. Redstone is constantly rated 93% in overall member satisfaction. That's nearly 20% higher than many of the nation's banks. And I think that speaks of why our continued growth of our membership. Last year, over 97,000 members joined Redstone Federal Credit Union, including 12,000 children under the age of 18. To know that the parents trust us with their kids' money and that we are a place to begin that financial journey is amazing. The power of the cooperative is proven by the growth in the membership. To accommodate this, we relocated our Gunnersville, Alabama and Fortress, Tennessee branch locations so that more members would have access to the products and services they need. And this year, we began construction of a new branch in Hazel Green, which will open in early 2025. The growing number of members using the drive-through in that area, as well as Meridianville and North Parkway branches, showed us the demand was there and growth was necessary. We're also seeing growth in demand in Coleman County, Alabama, and Bedford County in Tennessee. We have identified areas for branch development, and we'll be opening locations in those markets in the near future. Redstone also opened a branch in Scottsboro High School, continue to educate and grow our students into financial responsible adults. I'm excited to announce another high school branch will open this fall in Siegel High School in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I'm just so proud of our schools program. By the end of 2024, Redstone will have 13 high school and college branches. Perhaps that's why we were a regional winner of the work-based learning best practices by the Alabama Office of Apprenticeship. The Austin High School branch in Decatur was even featured on Alabama Public Television for career training in finance. And finally, I want to touch on many of the added conveniences that we have added as a benefit of your membership. In 2023, there were several updates and enhancements made to online banking. In July, we streamlined the application process and introduced a new way to borrow. Now members can see if they pre-qualify for a loan or view refinancing offers and make decisions about applying before even their credit score is even impacted. And finally, for our business members, we made accessing their business and personal accounts easier by combining two separate apps into a single one. It's certainly a benefit to reduce the number of places a member has to look to find their Redstone accounts. In addition to our new updates, I want to remind you of the several existing conveniences Redstone already offers. First is Redstone Live, video banking, which lets you talk face-to-face with a Redstone team member from your desktop or a mobile device. Whether it's a basic account question, or you want to open a new deposit account or apply for a loan, you get personal touch without even having to visit a branch. And did you know we have instant issue for our debit and credit cards? Not only can you get new cards faster, but your existing cards, if it's lost or stolen, you can walk into a branch with a new card in minutes. No need to wait for it to come in the mail. How cool is that? And our lending protection, our products are amazing. For example, when you purchase a Route 66 extended auto warranty protection, you get 24/7 roadside assistance, rental car allowance, 1 free car battery per contract, and mechanical breakdown protection. Knowing how expensive it can be if your car has a problem, it's a no-brainer to add extended warranty. Plus, if you sell your vehicle before your agreement expires, you can transfer the coverage, which gives you added resale value. And you probably know that you get unlimited cash back with our Redstone Visa signature card. But did you know the other benefits that come with that card? Extended product warranty protection allows warranty coverage to be doubled up to 1 additional year. Price protection can reimburse you up to $500 difference if you buy an eligible item and see the same item available for less within 60 days. You also get travel and emergency assistance and roadside dispatch assistance. All this already included as a benefit to your Redstone Visa signature card. One of our newest benefits is AUSA. That's the Association of the United States Army. In October, Redstone Federal partnered with AUSA to give you a free AUSA membership so you can take advantage of their discounts and benefits like free legal document service, employment support and free resume critique, free ACT, SAT test prep materials, access to more than $300,000 in scholarships, discounts on computer equipment, Apple, Dell, HP, and so on, discounts on travel, dining and entertainment, and much more. And if you know someone who's not a Redstone member, they can join through AUSA. And as a membership partner, this allows anyone to qualify for Redstone membership. And finally, Redstone is here for our members for their entire lives, even as far as helping communicate your wishes in the event that something happens to you. Just this month, Redstone partnered with Trust and Will to offer estate planning services and an incredible savings to our members. You can get a complete customized estate plan online less than 30 minutes. And it's not something we like to dwell on, but making sure your loved ones are taken care of helps give you the peace of mind that you deserve. And it's just one more way that Redstone is with you all the way. Thank you for putting your trust in Redstone. We are truly grateful for your membership and continued loyalty. And now to address new business this evening, attendees had an opportunity to submit questions prior to meeting tonight. We appreciate the valuable feedback our members provide. In fact, it's your feedback that helps makes us a stronger credit union. We were asked several questions about adding branches to our new markets as well as within existing markets. We continue to look for areas of opportunities for growth, and there are a variety of factors that go into potential expansion plans. Among those are to ensure that we are better serving our members as well as expansion markets to ensure the long-term financial stability of the credit union. And although we mentioned earlier in the meeting that we'll maybe opening new branches in a few selected locations, we have not chosen any additional markets at this time. A member also asked about being able to designate payable on death beneficiary in their accounts through online banking. Any new accounts opened online today have this feature. Being able to add a payable on death beneficiary to existing accounts is something that are currently being developed and tested and will be available later this year. However, you can add a beneficiary at any branch or through Redstone Live. Lastly, a comment was submitted regarding waiving maintenance fees for rewards of easy checking accounts. Those are fees that are waived if a member has direct deposit or makes 4 or more debit card purchases per month. The suggestion was considered and also allowing our credit card purchases to count as one of those ways on the maintenance fee can be waived. As with any decision, there are many factors to consider and data to gather and support this change. However, I'm very happy to say this idea is actively being discussed and hope to have an answer in the near future. Again, we appreciate the valuable feedback of our members provided, which will make us a better and stronger credit union. And now I'm returning the floor over to Mr. Hargrove to conclude tonight's meeting.
Thank you, Joe. A lot going on. Thank you, everyone, for your attendance tonight. And as we end the meeting this evening, please watch your email for a survey about your experience at the annual meeting tonight. We look forward to and really appreciate that feedback. Do I hear a motion to adjourn? Have a motion? We have a second. For members attending virtually, you'll get another poll. You'll see that appear on your screen. And again, select yes or no and then submit. And while the virtual audience votes, for those of you attending in person, if you're in favor of this motion, say aye. And all those opposed? The majority of attendees have responded. The motion is carried. Again, we appreciate and thank you for your membership. This meeting's now adjourned. We want to thank you again for attending and have a good evening.